Yeah, I got a million things going on.
Peace. What's going on? Sample Challenge Reviews 165 after show. And we got last week's winner in the building, which gave me and Rocco to be the judges. But he's in here, and he didn't pick his pick. But, you know, maybe he'll let y'all know later. We got Soul City, you know what I mean, last week's winner. And then I guess I'm going to have to say the reasons why, because me and Rocco and Grimes picked the top 6 this week, and it was not easy. Let me make that clear. It was not easy because the beats were so crazy this week, and you know what I mean? And the people who didn't get in the top 6, please don't be upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, yo, but number 6, he's in the building. Theziz Antonio is in the building, yo. I mean, I can't exactly say why, because I listened to all the beats and the beats, but the beat, I like how you did the change up, the way it mixed, the way it sounded. It was just it was put together very good and shit. You know what I mean? And the way you broke the samples up and put them in pieces, I like it. You know what I mean? I mean, we picked it up. My partners are not here. That let me know, and I know BERG's, he's in another country, and it's really late there, and he wants to go back to sleep. And he took his time to come in here, you know what I mean, just to get in here. But shout out to Theziz. He made 6th place, you know what I mean?
Appreciate it.
One producers that came in this week.
Appreciate
and then top 5, I mean number 5, he's in the building. Mr. Basedot is in the building. Before I even get into Basedot, Theziz, Antonio, let them know where you're from and what do you use to make beats. You know what I mean? And
cool. So I am based out of Maryland, Indian Head, Maryland, man. And all day long, I'm stuck on Machine and Cubase 10. Actually, they got 11 out now, so I'm about to check that out. But yeah, definitely Machine. Intuitive with the A25 keyboard and little stuff here and there, man. But yeah, just as I got if you can see my stuff on my side of my screen, that's pretty much what I got all day. I had a feeling.
We see you working all the time. You're always doing your thing. Yo, shout out to you, man, for real, man. We know because you tag us all. We love his love.
Yeah. I mean,
love his love. Yeah.
To be honest with you, it wasn't until I think like 2 years now since I've been with the group, and I haven't produced as much stuff until I got with the group. So shout out definitely to the man.
What sample challenge did you start in?
Matter of fact, it wasn't even the sample challenge. It was the head-to-head that got me started.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, the first head-to-head. Okay.
Yeah, first head-to-head. And
that's right.
Yeah, after that, man, it's just been, just trying to bang these things out, man. Been inspired. So shout out to y'all, man.
This pizza was trash.
The same thing.
Oh, shit. Okay, my bad.
Pizza was trash, though. We know the pizza was trash.
Do you remember what caught your attention on his beat when he played?
Theziz. Theziz. It was just dope. You know what I'm saying? The shit that you used, it was official. It was official beat. It caught my interest. You know what I'm saying? So
cool. Appreciate that, Rocko, man.
It's replayable, most definitely.
It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna go back, like I said, number 5. My apologies, Basedot. My apologies.
It's all good.
5th place. I mean, I believe your beat. You always give me that like feeling and shit. You know what I mean? Like the way you did the bass, the way you were switching it up as it was going and adding sounds in it too. You know what I mean? I think it was really dope. I mean, you was with us last week, and you can let them know once again. You're from where?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah, and he was with us last week, and you used the MPC Live, right? And
Yep, MPC Live.
I just want to say Wade is definitely an honorary DMV nigga.
Wade's been with us like real early. What sample challenge?
Yeah, it's got to be single digits. It's got to be like 8 or 9, something like that.
Yeah, that's
That's early.
When you were Blue Dot, I used to call you Blue Note. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. There's been a evolution in the name. And it's dope too because like just the recognition and the progress and the growth and seeing everybody in here just continually grow and continually challenge themselves. It's really inspiring. It like makes me want to strive for the next level. It makes me want to like try new stuff and you know, like right now I'm trying to maximize my sound in my live outside. I posted some stuff in some other areas like, hey, if I was thinking from an engineering standpoint or mastering, granted, mastering's on a 2-track wave, it's done after production. But if I'm trying to maximize my sound out the box, the MPC Live, how can I do that? So I'm just like challenging myself by limiting myself and just coming from that mentality of a simplest and like a minimalist to try to make the most out of limiting myself. And I think overall, that will help me grow stronger.
Nice. Beat number 4 winner. Hold on, where you get all that? Mr. Soundmindz Eye and shit. What's going on, brother, man? Your beat, I mean, like I said before we started recording, I told Grimes to make his pick, and he's like, he's already in the top 6. I can't pick him. He's picked you. You know what I'm saying? Like, woman. And he said that's not because he knows you. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, I mean, he can say it for himself. He was like, you know what I mean? Your beat, to me, it led up to it. Like, it's exciting, and then it stayed exciting, and then it stayed exciting. You know what I mean? Like, boom, it didn't get boring. And you kept leading up with, you know what I mean? You did a little change up here, and that shit was crazy. I mean, got something about it?
Classic Soundmindz shit, bro.
And it was a different snare, right? I'm just kidding. But once again, you're from Virginia.
You come hard every week, you know what I'm saying? You might drop the ball. You don't drop the ball that often. You feel me?
Yeah.
So,
Telling you, man, DMV niggas are out here, man. Way to conclude it.
you talking? Your work, bro.
Yeah, we did your job for us. Now you owe us.
Oh, yeah, like,
We understand it
That
wasn't
doesn't
easy. You know what I
That
mean?
doesn't take away from your talent.
We had to get Grimes in there with us to help us pick the top of what we picked with the what we picked. You know what I'm saying? Like,
lazy, bro.
I don't give a shit. I've been here long enough to do it, so shit.
all right, so Soundmindz, he's from Virginia, right? And we had the interview. I mean, go check the past, the past the what's it called, the after shows. You know what I'm saying? So
Tomorrow, what's the TWE? What that stand for?
The world's elite.
The world's elite.
all right.
Your beat was fire. Yo.
Yeah, we didn't get. We gotta get to him. We gotta get
Oh,
to
you
him.
ain't get,
We're going down. We're down 4.
Let me stay in my lane.
All right, no, I'm not trying to do that. No, I'm just saying we got beat number 3 winner, which couldn't make it, which was with us from like really early too, is FENIX LL Nuno from Portugal, and I think he uses a lot of equipment. I like seeing him. He's got all kinds of equipment, and you know what I mean. He's the one that actually brought Martello to the sample challenges and shit. Shout out to FENIX. He couldn't make it because he's at work right now, and he's like he's in Portugal. You know what I'm saying? And I think his beat was crazy the way he did it and threw the effects in there and all that. You know what I mean? And every single one of y'all beats had, it wasn't just, it kept building up. You know what I mean? And that's what I like about these producers. You know what I mean? That's what it takes a producer for y'all to keep building up and adding to it. You know what I mean? That's like a lot of work. Well, we're going to go down to the winner, second place winner, beat number, Mr. TWE SHELLSHOCKR, you know what I mean? Like SHELLSHOCKR. I had to get him back in here too, you know what I mean? And yo, brother, let him know where you're from and what do you use, because you know what I mean, it's the first time getting on here with us.
Detroit.
Word.
You can hear it, man.
We had a deep Dilla conversation early today, and then I heard your beat, and I was just like, God damn, you talk about Dilla. And you know, that vibe sounded good along those lines.
I remember when we did these chats before, and I asked him, I said, who's your favorite person from Detroit? He's like, me, motherfucker. I'm like, he's like, yeah. I'm like, that's what's up. But no, what do you use to make beats?
Reason.
That's it?
Reason.
Yo, you killing that shit, man. And I hope that you stay coming back. I remember when you first got the hoodie, you liked the way it made you feel, and fucking.
It still does, but you know, outside of producing, also into digital media. That's video or graphic design. So I'm trying to, you know, tie them all together. They all serve a purpose. And but you were so persistent, man. It's like you in. I'm like, come on, man.
Stop bothering me.
Now I get it. Now I got him on a TV screen. He's like, damn, man, now you got me doing this screen.
No, that's dope. That's dope. But yeah, when I heard these samples, man, this one particular, it was a challenge. And hearing that piano segment, I knew that was the part I was going to end up using. And usually when I chop, if that first melody don't come out correct, I quit. I quit.
Yeah.
No drums, no bass line, no nothing. Yeah. And when you chop it, I think of sampling as creating your own patch, creating your own instrument, and you get in there and you really chop it, you know, instead of just holding one or two keys to play the loop over and over again.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So if the more chops, the more intricate you can become. And when you're chopping, I like to do a certain rock to make sure the beat is doing exactly what I need it to do. And if the sounds are not authentic, I'm not going to use them. They got to sound as real as the old school days as possible.
Hell yeah.
So basically, it's hard for you to come up with the shit that's supposed to surround the sample, pretty much.
That's correct.
Okay.
All the elements. So even if the beat is hard, you should be able to remove the sample and still use it and put another melody in there, and it still have the same effect.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's the man behind the music at the end of the day. It's just,
Also, you know, even if you like the chops the way you did it, you can actually still go behind and replay everything and put your own feel to it and remove the sample. Then you have an original beat.
Word.
Yep.
Good creativity. Hey, would you mess a lot with the attack time on your chops?
Actually, I'm humanizing, and then there's something in the beat that keeps everything honest. That's quantized to keep everything together.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long you been making beats for?
20 years.
Oh,
Dope. Yeah.
that's what's up.
20 plus years. So it's a lot of trial and error, and there's a lot of gatekeeping down here in Detroit.
Hell yeah.
It is.
All right, so we gonna hit it to number one winner again, and I think he's done this like in the past couple months, a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Mr. BERG, man. Shout out to BERG. Morton, man. Shout out to Morton, man. I mean, your beat was a complete package, I think. You know what I mean? You heard Antonio said it earlier. It's like it's ready to go. No one have to do nothing. They'll just take it. And like I explained, you said before we got in this chat, you got a master in mixing degrees.
Yeah, basically sound engineering from England.
Oh man!
But I haven't used it as much. I'm a teacher in gymnastics, but shit. Haven't really done beats for like 10 years, I think.
Use it more. Use it more.
Actually, you're like I said it again because I said before, from Norway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Had to awake. He was actually in bed, ready to go to sleep, and he came in to get in here to get on here again. And I know he's like, and see, next week I'm gonna have to call you again because you're gonna be the winner helping me pick the people. You know what I'm saying? Like in almost every after show and shit. Like,
Hey, BERG, you flip those melodies around like a gymnast, man.
Thank you.
Man, that degree you're sitting on, man, that is a gem. You know how many of us want a degree so we can learn some of that mixing shit, man? So sick of spending 20 plus hours trying to get the snare and the kick, the sound right. It's like, why is it so damn quiet? Like, why is the transients not powerful enough?
Yeah, we got in here we got my pick, which I really liked. I really liked my brother Chichan. I really liked his beat a lot. You know, I know he came in a little bit late with it, but to me, the way same thing he did, the way he brought it and it changed and it brought it in. And Chichan is dope, brother, man.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Let them know where you're from. I don't know if he was in it. Just let them know anyways where you're from and what do you use to make beats?
I'm from Algeria. It's in North Africa. I used to use Fruity Loop. Now I'm switching up to PreSonus Studio 1.4.
Oh.
Now I'm using it. Yeah.
All right. And you've been making beats. You're young too, and you're making some shit. You're in your 20s, right? So you're like,
Yeah, 26.
And then we got Rocco's pick, and he's not in the building, but Rocco.
I think I did direct control.
Yep, that was my pick last week, Direct Control, and I couldn't get a hold of him. He told me he's probably, you know, I'm like, he's just like you guys. He's in another time.
Yeah.
Siberia.
And from what I remember, it wasn't a lot of beat changes, but the shit just felt good. You know what I'm saying? It just...
That's what counts, bro.
Yeah, the feeling good is everything that counts. I mean, all you guys that are in this room, all your beats this week, even Soul City, the beats were all dope. I mean, I just like, I don't have to judge you this week, Soul City, because you was last week.
So you play too much, yo. So you play too much.
So I don't know.
Nah, man. These beats.
I don't know if this would have been the same top 6 if Soul City judged. You know what I mean? But we took it over. I mean, more, please don't do that to us too, man. I don't want to.
Soul City could answer that.
Trust me, if I would have judged, man, this none of the. I mean, really, nothing would have changed.
Okay.
I mean, aside from maybe you guys' picks, if that, but none of this would have changed, man. From what I heard from all 6 of these folks, man, it's just ridiculousness, and they were definitely ordered the way they were supposed to be ordered.
That's great.
Yep. And then shout out to all the winners, and I'm gonna let you guys get back to what y'all doing. Y'all appreciate it. I hope to see you guys in the future ones. You know what I'm saying, all the time and shit. And for real, man, love is love. And
I'll be back.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'll
166 next week. You know what I'm saying?
Just for the record,
61 beats this week. Shout out to
just for the record, this
yeah, but we in the 60s again. Like, yo.
This particular beat is going in my trash folder because I wasn't feeling it at all.
You're not the only one. You're the only one.
That's the ones that everybody else likes. The one you don't like. So I don't think you should. I mean, you can throw it in your trash folder, but guess what? It's still in my folder and shit. So like,
well, don't unveil that to nobody because I wasn't proud of that one.
It's already unveiled to the public, man. It's on the internet.
See, there goes Soundmindz. The ones that you don't think is dope, but people like, yo, this is it. Like,
That's right.
Yeah, that's normally how it goes. I remember I made my favorite beat I've ever made didn't even get considered, and I was like, what? And then the next week, like I got like 3rd place or some shit. Like I just kind of rushed through.
I mean, I don't know anybody that's ever like dealt with like artists before, like sending beats to artists, and I've done that. And they like, and then they hear something that would just play, and they're like, "Yo, whose is that?" And shit. I'm like, "You like that?" And shit, they're like, "Yeah." I'm like,
or you could go back to beats in your arsenal, and it be beats that you be like, "Yo, I thought was trash."
Yeah.
Sound all right. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? I'm gonna take about an hour to do that today.
Yeah.
See if I like something.
I want to give a shout out to the beat nerd for having like the weirdest beat that's dope. Like, it was dope. It was dope.
It was
dope. But it was.
I didn't say
I like that one.
You know, I liked it. You know what I mean?
He went somewhere else with it. You know
what I mean? Shout out to beat nerd. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I was happy to see him come back in too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys be popping in and out. I mean, and you continuously come in and just stay coming. You know what I mean? This is about us movement. You know what I mean? Like, this is all of us. This is the producer's
TPC,
corner.
man.
Yes, sir. TPC. Love is love. I'm gonna end the recording. We could talk for a few minutes after, but thank you, brothers. Like, once again, thank you for being a part of this. It's really appreciated, man. You know what I'm saying?
This week's submissions.
Yes,
man.
the winners right here. Winners. The only one shout out to Direct Control and shout out to FENIX LL. You know what I mean? Like, boom, shout out to y'all brothers, man. All right.